Scooter Braun's career seems to be in danger as he has lost multiple A-list clients after celebrities like Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and Demi Lovato all dumped him in 1 week despite their long-term partnerships. Scooter Braun's name is probably one you've came across if you've listened to any A-list celebrities. He's one of the most recognizable names in the music industry for his singular work as an executive and an entrepreneur. He's managed many of people's favorite artists such as Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, and many more. Simultaneously though, his business practices have drawn criticism from Taylor Swift and her devoted fan base due to a scandalous situation a couple of years ago. During this week, the news about several prominent artists severing their connections with Scooter Braun took over the media. People even noticed Ariana Grande unfollowing Scooter after Justin Bieber was reported to cut ties with him as well, along with multiple other A-list celebrities. Around 15 years ago was when Scooter Braun swiftly rose to prominence as a manager in the entertainment industry after discovering Justin Bieber as a talent, who would later attain worldwide superstardom. And over the last decade, Scooter has managed to build his clientele list from top celebrities like Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande, Balvin, and Taylor Swift. So why and how exactly is Scooter Braun so controversial, or what exactly made his name become controversial to begin with? When you hear the name Scooter, what most likely comes to mind is the whole entire situation that went down between him and Taylor Swift. In June 2019, Scooter Braun gained control over Taylor Swift's prior record label Big Machine, and consequently the rights to her master recordings from 2006 to 2017.
I knew he would sell my music. I knew he would do that. I couldn't believe who he sold it to, because we've had endless conversations about Scooter Braun, and he has 300 million reasons to conveniently forget those conversations.
Now, could you re-record?
Oh yeah.
Might you do that?
Oh yeah.
That's a plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
In November of that same year, Taylor Swift released a devastating essay targeting Scooter and Scott, the founder of Big Machine Records. She alleged that they hindered her from using her own music in a documentary and for a performance at the American Music Awards. This situation prompted the start of the Taylor's Version re-recordings, allowing Taylor Swift to regain ownership of her creations. Taylor wrote at the time, "The message being sent to me is very clear. Basically, be a good little girl and shut up, or you'll be punished." Neither of these men had a hand in the writing of those songs. They did nothing to create the relationship I have with my fans. Ultimately, Scooter Braun sold Taylor Swift's back catalog to the private equity firm Shamrock Capital for $300 million.
One thing about this album that's really special to me is that it's the first one that I will own of my work.
I was going to wait to ask you about that, but since you went there, this is something that is very important to you, and you've also said that you're planning on re-recording some of your music. Is that true? Wait a minute. Are you going to do that?
Yeah, that's true, and it's something that I'm very excited about doing because my contract says that starting November 2020, so next year, I can record albums 1 through 5 all over again. So,
And you'll do that.
I'm very excited about it because
Why is this so important to you?
I just think that artists deserve to own their work. I just feel very passionately about that.
Now, since the recent news of more and more celebrities coming forward about cutting their ties with Scooter Braun, it's definitely caught the attention of some interesting people, aka one of Taylor Swift's best friends, and he even spoke out about this publicly on his Instagram. Yes, we're talking about Jack Antonoff. He entered the chat amid all the Scooter Braun drama and took to his Instagram stories to basically shade him. On his Instagram stories, he referenced Scooter Braun's ongoing client exodus, sharing a meme of a Sims video game character. The meme showed an avatar staring at its computer, so engrossed in the happenings that it was ignoring its baby bursting into flames. The text read, "Not now, sweetie. Mommy is trying to figure out why Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, and Idina Menzel just fired Scooter Braun as their manager." Someone on TikTok also went through an article that was backed by a paywall, and it had some really interesting details about this Scooter Braun situation as well as what could be the reason why Scooter Braun was being dropped by multiple A-list celebrities. Here's what this TikToker had to say.
One of the main issues I think here is between actually him and Justin Bieber. And what happened was, allegedly, according to this journalist, right, who is very well respected and has a lot of inside connections and has been proven right many a time on his scoops, he says that, you know, after Justin Bieber canceled his tour, he now owes the promoter of that tour 100 shows. That's actually a lot of money and a big time commitment. And Scooter kind of dropped the ball on managing that tour. Apparently, he handed it over to one of his underlings, and he thought that he could just pawn off the day-to-day management stuff of being Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande's manager by, you know, delegating that task to someone else. And, you know, the Biebers, Hailey and Justin included, did not like that decision. So, you know, he's been kind of dropping the ball and being a bit lazy. Bieber replaced his business manager with Lou Taylor. Bolno, his former business manager, is also Scooter Braun's money man and business partner, an arrangement that many talent managers try to avoid because the artist can become suspicious that the business manager is taking care of his or her referral source at the expense of the artist. It's also an interesting part to this about how Braun is like a very egotistical manager, and it's always, you know, the client is the star, not the manager. That's the mantra around the industry, according to this journalist, and everyone in representation knows that, but Scooter Braun didn't just ignore it, he flipped it to his advantage. He would sell prospective clients on his profile, and then he would argue that that would lead to more opportunities for his artists. So the more famous I am, the more famous I can make you. And then he points out a bunch of like really weird puff pieces that he paid for in various different entertainment articles. Success magazine, does that sound like a real publication to you? Variety magazine gave him what the journalist calls made-up title of Music Mogul of the Year. The client is the star, not the manager, unless you're Scooter Braun.
Anyways, guys, I definitely want to know what you guys think about this situation with Scooter Braun. It's definitely interesting. He hasn't yet addressed anything at all, but he did take to his Twitter just a couple of days before more and more articles started coming out about him saying that he was no longer managing himself, which is ironic because it seems like he really isn't managing any A-list celebrities anymore, and his career is definitely going through a downfall. And upon people finding out Ariana just also recently unfollowed Scooter, it's led a lot of people over on Twitter to say things like this. Remember when Scooter Braun forced Ariana Grande to put a track on her album about her ex, Mac Miller, who just passed away at the time? She was clearly broken, and yet he only thought about promotion. Ariana never performed this song in her life. What an awful man. Again, I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.